Hello viewers and welcome to a bit of action on Sebastien Loeb Rally, this time on stage 3 of Australia here, so working my way around. Really enjoyed this rally stage. Decided to show the different viewpoints here just of the screen, but also I find that when I use fraps it doesn't work as well in terms of just keeping up the frame rate. So either way, you can see the input sort of as I show on the Drive Club videos there, which are really nice, and we're using here the dash cam, which is working okay for me on this particular rally. Really enjoyed this stage. Played well, and just look at the foliage and the views and everything else. It really was a nice authentic everything. I know it is the real rally stages you're driving on, but it's the look and feel of the foliage and the detail, and you can tell a lot of time was put into this. Definitely one of my favourite stages in the game. I just wanted to race it again and again, and in another video I am going to use the I think it's the Ford Fiesta sort of race RS rally version to do it much quicker, but either way I just wanted to race round and just enjoy it, and this is the sort of rally I feel like I could enjoy loads more. The stuttering I was suffering before, it's gone now. I just turned on the vsync and it's just removed it. And there's other little tweaks I'm going to work on in future videos as well, just to maintain a good frame rate. Once the game runs, there's a bit of slowdown there I think, and that's the only bit on the whole course. Other than that it's okay. So it's just a couple of corners on Australia and Finland where you get some slowdown at the moment. Just all needs to be a little bit more optimized here and there, but other than that, when it runs really smoothly it feels fantastic. It really transforms the polish of the game. You know, I wish the console versions could manage that frame rate, because it really does transform it. I don't know how PC gamers are finding it right now, but I'm personally really enjoying it, loving this stage. Really great rally feel, look really nice, and yeah, I'm looking forward to just exploring more of the game. So going through the career, it's a shame there isn't a triple screen option. That's something that hopefully will come later, but either way it's not dulled my enjoyment of the game. I mean, I play this in single screen along with Race from Racing Experience, which has much better performance in a single screen, and of course for me personally Assetto Corsa, which in the past I'd never found, though it had amazing triple screen controls, it never played as well in triple screens. The cars didn't handle the same for me, and that's something I've found nobody else seems to have found. So there you have it. But yeah, racing my way around there, little mistake, and you need to be really focused. I haven't managed to memorize the stages, as it were. I might work on this one to try and memorize it more, but they're quite long. So, and there's so many different stages I've been doing in the game that I'm just becoming better at listening to my co-driver in general. You've got to be really intent in sort of listening to him. It's hard to see where you're going in some of the shadows at times. Not too bad on this circuit, on this stage, compared to some. I found that on the French rally, the shade, there's just not enough definition in the world. There's almost too much mist all the time, and it just makes it difficult to see. But overall, the EBIS lighting system adds a lot to the environmental look and feel. Again, the car slides and feels better in game than it does in the replay. I know this car doesn't roll in the in the replay. It doesn't. There's no compression under braking or anything like that. It's just a very stable toy car going around, and it just doesn't look as authentic there. But you feel it when you're actually driving the car. It takes a bit of getting used to. From the demo stage, you really got to get used to. You're not always full power. I think that's the thing that everyone thinks. They're thinking you're flat out the whole time. Well, you are flat out, but that doesn't mean your foot's all the way down on the pedal. Quite often you're control, like here you'd be flat obviously because you're going up through the gears, but there's a lot of corners where you're using a balanced throttle, and you're just trying to control it a bit. I'm not full power. I'm just trying to keep some movement in the wheels to keep the car going in the right direction. Otherwise you just spin your wheels up and you spin out or lose control really easily. So this is not a game for the beginner, it has to be said. These stages are really narrow, they're really challenging. From where we've come from, with 4-lane motorway rally stages to this, fantastic. And look at that, look at the views, the vistas as we go up a hill there. Look at that, lovely. There we are, nice roads going off into the distance. You just want to drive it. and that's why it feels so good to go down some of these roads on this Australian stage into the hairpin. I'm not using a handbrake at the moment because I just haven't sorted out my buttons. I know I'm a bit lazy there, and generally speaking, handbrakes are always tricky to use when it isn't actually a proper handbrake. Whenever you're using a button on the wheel, it always kind of throws me a bit. It just doesn't feel right. And there we are, more views of the road going to distance. So we're in the latter part of this stage now. So overall, enjoyment factor has risen greatly since the demo. You know, I've always felt it looks much more impressive than I think anyone was expecting, and really enjoying it. So more Sebastien Loeb Rally to come. What's your favourite car? What's your favourite stage? Do let me know. And we'll probably explore some of those on the channel as well in the coming days and weeks. I think I make a mistake here somewhere. I managed to make it through. Look at that. I can barely see where I'm going. It's so dark. But either way, that's it from me for now. Round these last few corners, and there'll be more from me very soon.